Hi, my name's Tanya. You've reached Stitching Addicted. I want to welcome all my new subscribers and my existing subscribers. If you have just switched on my channel, this is about cross stitching. So if you're not interested in cross stitching, you've clicked on the wrong channel, but you might be interested, so keep watching. I have a wee bit of housekeeping to talk about this morning. So I want to thank Elisa in Crafting in Colorado for the shout out, so thank you. And Jess in Stitching Colours and I are going to have a new start on the 1st of December. So if anybody wants to join us, please do. We are going to start a mini, so if anybody wants to start anything that is below 100,000 stitches, please do. Jess is going to start Mini Sunflower Cottage, and I'm going to start Moon River by Jeffrey Severin, I think that's how it's pronounced, on the 1st of December. So my stitches for the last fortnight, I've done 15,410 and I am really happy with that, considering I had my infusion. So the first week I did 6,800, that's reflected on me having my infusion, and the second week I did 8,610, so I'll show you what I worked on. So my first piece I worked on, I did 530 stitches, is Day to Night Africa by Lars Stewart. I'll show you that later because I worked on it again. My second piece is my Mermaid Cell by Fiberlicious and Bella Filipina. It is on, is it Phantom or Gothic? By Picture This Plus. I need a piece of fabric behind it. I think it's Phantom. Pretty sure it's Phantom. So I did Spring. That's the second piece that has come out. I haven't finished it. I haven't done the beading. This is hard to show because it's on an omnic frame, so it's quite heavy. And I'm developing frozen shoulder, so it hurts to hold it. I really love the colours of this. Okay, I want to talk about this piece. Once again, the symbols of this piece is, because it is by Bella Filipina, there's so many symbols that are similar. I had this in my Greta Goldbloom. I had symbols that were similar, and because I've got MS, I struggled with several symbols that are so similar that I couldn't distinguish what colours what. And I even, because I'm in the Bella Filipina group, I said that it was really hard to tell what symbols were what, and my feedback from the designer was, well, you should carefully look through the legend before you start it. And I actually didn't think that was a great feedback. What I thought would happen going forward was that he would actually think about as a designer, that he would take that on board, and going forward he would make his patterns more, the legend, each symbol more distinguishable for people in the future, so they don't, I can't put that on the ground because Coco will pick at the beads. So I thought in the future he would think about that and it wouldn't be a problem. But I'm in the group for this sale, and there's a lot of people that are asking about symbols and that sort of thing, for what colour they really are. So it's not just me, and I actually haven't had an issue, but I have gone back to the chart many times to make sure I have got the right colour. So it's like I shouldn't need to do that, and I find it quite frustrating. Excuse the fact that I'm quite croaky. We've had snow here. You wouldn't expect that at this time of year. We're in late spring, and we've had snow. I will add a clip of it snowing at the end of this video. My next piece is Mini Butterfly Effect, and I did it 2 days. I did 1,754 stitches one day and 1,829 stitches, which totals of 3,583 stitches. I will add a picture of what it will look like. It is Mini Butterfly Effect by Kate Powell. It's a Heaven and Earth design. I have stitched on Paddock Lane design pattern 24 count Summer Beach. I started at 80.80% and I went to 86.67%. I'm looking at my whiteboard to see where I got to, because I can't remember anything. So I have her head all done, so I'll move down. So this, and I think I have her skin mostly done. So I was working on the butterflies. So I will have a before and after pictures. So I really wanted to get those butterflies a wee bit more filled out, because I was thinking that I couldn't still see any butterflies. They're not as bright as I thought they would be, but there's still a lot of missing stitches in them. I'm only at 86%. I love the wee drips down the back. I think it's really hard to pick a piece of fabric for this piece. I'm pleased that I picked a pastel piece of fabric. My day to night Africa, I started at 9.25% and I ended at 9.75% on my second time at stitching it, and because I did 1,510 stitches on my second time to get out of that tree, because is it up the right way? It is. So I've just got some pink coming. I have got a few random stitches out of that tree, so I'll show you all of it now. This is by Lars Stewart. It is retired pattern from Pain Free Crafts, and I'm doing it. It's one of my few Ada pieces. I'm doing it on 20 count Ada. I don't really like stitching on an Ada. I find the holes too small compared to even weave. The holes are ginormous compared to Ada. So the next time I pick this up, I will be just filling that last little area that I've got a few random stitches on that, and then going into the sky. My next piece is super exciting. I worked on Halloween Village Afghan by Stony Creek. This is the piece, so sorry, that I put on 14 count Ada. I like this because it's dyed and it's 14 count. The holes are massive. So this is that page that I had the era on it. So I had to frog. The last time I talked about it, I was saying that I had an issue with my vines, and I had to, down there, I put a few extra stitches to make it work. Well, the issue was not with my vine. The issue was I hadn't done my checkerboard far enough over. So I will add a picture in here of what it's going to look like and where I was, where I fixed the error and where I got to. So the other people that are working on this is Jessica, Stitch and Colours, and she's a wee bit further than I am now because she's done, we're both across the top, which is super exciting. But Jessica is also down the checkerboard, down this edge. Hayley, big things with Hayley, I'll link her below. She's even further than us because she started before us. And Enchanting Stitching, I think she's on the second or third page. So, excuse the cat fluff. So, I fixed my error with my checkerboard, and it was only, I don't know, maybe 100 stitches that I had to pull out. So it's all fixed. My vines were all correct, which was super exciting. Didn't have to pull that out. I just had to add the blossoms in and the back stitching and fix that checkerboard area, and I was all done. So that's October's page finished. And now I'm going to go back to page 1 and start on, I think it's page 6 down here, and I will go back and finish that. That'll be not November's page. So that is what it looks like so far. Super excited, love this project, and we intend to keep having a page done a month, and that seems quite doable at the moment. And quite frankly, even on the 14 count, I think it's still, if you wanted to have it as an Afghan, I think it's quite easy. My next piece is Harry Potter by Jenny Parks. It's a Gecko Rouge. Honestly, this is the most fun piece to stitch because the symbols in it are so much fun. Love stitching this piece, especially since I was thinking that I didn't like stitching it, but since I changed it to 18 count floater, which is, it feels like it's quite a coarse, it's got that burlappy smell to it. It's quite, but it is a breeze to stitch on. So I stitched 1,559 stitches on it. You'll notice that I have been doing 1,500 stitches on most pieces because I feel that that's quite a nice stopping area. I feel that you can see that progress. So I will have a picture of what it will look like, a before and after. So I now have H-A-I-R-Y for the Harry. So I'm loving this. It's easy on my eyes, easy to stitch. I bought another piece of this 18 count floater. It's only in this tanny colour. So I contacted the person that I bought this off in New Zealand, Elizabeth and Stitch NZ, and I asked if I can get a 18 count of Devosa, since I love this so much. And Devosa comes in many colours, and I asked if I can get it in ecru or white, because I think I'll like that as much, because I'm not enjoying stitching on even 20 count. I find all right, but when I'm tired, or I enjoy the 18 more. My next piece is Fortune Teller by Lula Bell. I started at 14.31%. I got to 14.67%. I would show you what it will look like, where I was, where I got to. I did 1,537 stitches, and this is, look, hopefully you'll see above where I was and where I got. This is all across the top. I love this piece. If only it wasn't on 25 count. I struggle with it. And I know it's only at 14.67%, but there is a lot of confetti. I bought the kit. I don't really want to have to restitch it, so I will use my magnifier and just keep working on it. So, because it is only this big. That is it. So it is stunning. My next piece is on 25 count 2. This is Absinthe Goggles. This is the piece that I started with Becky Got Craft, and excuse pack threads again. This is by another Fortune Teller was a Paint Food Crafts, and this is a Heaven and Earth Designs pattern. It is on 25 count. It is a Jasmine Beckett Griffith pattern, and I will show you what it will look like, probably over here. And I'm at 12.48%, and I got to 14.20%. Really enjoyed working on this. I'm not really sure you can see that much difference, but I did the 1,504 stitches. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. My next piece, wow. This piece has been my struggle bus for a while. This is Christmas Post. I'm at 3.48%. Because it snowed, I thought this is a perfect piece. You can see I just left my thread. I left my needle in it. I think I did 200 stitches. This is a restart again. I'm going to put it on that 18 count Flosstube I bought. I did this intense stitch. I didn't like it on this piece. I then changed it to 2 threads full cross. This DMC. It's too thick. I can't do it. It is way too thick, this 20 count. So I'm going to restart it, and excuse my husband waving his hands in the background. He's watching rugby. He doesn't realise that he's getting excited over the rugby, obviously. So yeah, I decided that I really didn't like that piece on the 20 count 2 threads. It's way too much. I should have done a test piece. I did not. I thought with DMC it wouldn't matter. So yeah. My next piece is literature. Absolutely love this piece as well. This is Luciana LaBelle. This is a Pain-Free Crafts piece. Try and get it all in. There we go. Isn't it stunning? I am only at 46.32%. I have actually stitched it that way. So my, because I had it on a frame, so my start and will be that way. But that's the way it goes. I will have a picture of what it looks like. Excuse me. I only did 300 stitches of up here somewhere, but I'd already done several pieces on 25 count and I just couldn't do it any longer. I decided that this was it. I'd had enough. And then I did 700 stitches on my new piece, that my All Hallows Eve by Donna Gelsinger. It is a Heaven and Earth piece. It is on 20 count. Look, I left the needle in. So this is 20 count, 1/1 full cross on Sexy. And this one I did do a test piece to see if I liked the coverage. And at first I thought, I wasn't sure I did like the coverage. So I have to decide whether I'm going to, I will show you what it's going to look like in it before and after. I have to decide whether what I'm going to do is that Christmas post. I still wouldn't do it. I either have to put it on Use Sexy and put it on 20 count, the same as that piece, the Bellana, and just do Sexy, or I do 18 count and DMC full cross. And I may use 18 count and just buy some more DMC. So I'm really happy with this. I was at 3.05%. I'm at 3.36%. So this is going to take me a long time to do because, okay, I've got my needle in it. I knew I had my needle in it. Excuse me. Oh, that is how big the fat pig is. Can you see? I can't see. So yes, it's going to take a while for that piece. But that's okay. I've only just started it on the 1st of October. And I still have new starts in my future. So the reason why I'm starting Moon River is because the 1st of December is that hopefully we have summer weather then. I have a kit up with me coming up in the next week. I've already recorded it, so there's a few funny stories about Dave. Hey Dave, he doesn't hear me, he's got headphones on, he's watching the rugby. I think it's the final. Is it the final?
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you very much for watching me. So I will edit this, and I'm not sure how long this will take to get up because the rugby's on, so everybody in New Zealand will be watching it. So have a great week, and I will catch up with you again soon. Thanks, bye. Look at that funny stuff falling from the sky. You know it is spring here. We didn't even have snow in winter.